Hey guys, happy Tuesday. Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. We are talking about the Super Bowl, the Chiefs versus the Eagles. Are you going to New Orleans? Well, if you are headed to NOLA, the Better Business Bureau does have some tips for you as far as buying those tickets, making sure that you're doing it the right way and that you don't get snagged by some of those scammers that are always on the prowl, it seems. So Jesse Schmidt joining me now from the Better Business Bureau to chat a little bit more about the excitement that's leading us into this discussion today. Hey, Jesse.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. So so we're excited about the Super Bowl. I mean, it's coming up right in New Orleans, in Louisiana there. Some things that we want to talk to people about today, best practices for buying those tickets, right?
Absolutely. And, you know, people sometimes don't get tickets till the last minute because they're not sure they can get there and the other logistics of hotel rooms and that sort of thing. So we just want you to be very, very cautious when you're buying tickets like that. We have partnered with the National Association of Ticket Brokers to just give you a few helpful hints. Number one, we encourage you to download those tickets to your digital wallet because some venues are no longer taking paper tickets, and you never know what the internet service is going to be like in those big venues. Sometimes it can be spotty. So we just want, you know, to be smart and have access to your tickets when you get there. So a few of our tips are if you can purchase from the venue, if at all possible. Many official ticket sales agents now offer secondary options as well. And the National Association of Ticket Brokers, those are some of those great secondary options. So know that source. Know the difference between a professional ticket broker, a legitimate and accredited reseller, and a scalper, which is unlicensed and unregulated. And sign up for alerts. Many venues and ticket platforms offer email notifications for pre-sales or those special offers. So sign up for those when you can. And always, always check out the seller or the broker. If they are a member of the National Association of Ticket Brokers, they offer a 200% purchase guarantee on the tickets, which is fantastic. And so if you buy them from a trusted vendor, you can have great confidence that things are going to go just as planned. And, you know the refund policy. I think you guys had this happen around you as well. We were having Pink come to Sioux Falls, and unfortunately she postponed, then she canceled. So what happens then?
Right.
And this is another occasion where we would tell you, use a credit card versus a debit card, because you do have more protections with a credit card than you do with a debit card.
Can you give me an example of just what those additional protections are with a credit versus debit real quick?
Sure. Well, when you use a debit card, that money is gone, taken out of your account. And if you are a victim of a scam, your bank does not have to credit you that money back. If you buy it on a credit card and you don't get what was promised to you, it's never delivered for some reason, then credit card companies do need to reimburse you. I believe they have up to 6 months to make that happen for you.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you want to make sure just another fail-safe, I should say, right? I mean, anything these scammers can get into, they will at this point, it seems like.
Oh gosh, absolutely. You want to have great confidence when you get to the venue that your tickets are going to get you in, whether that's the Chiefs and the Eagles this weekend or a big concert, or we know March Madness is right around the corner. Some great tournaments coming up. So you want to make sure that you got the seats that you think you paid for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's always scary. What about scalping tickets out there? What are your thoughts on that?
Oh gosh. I'm going to say avoid at all costs. I have a great story. My brother was in Philadelphia. This was a long, long time ago. The Sixers were his team, thought he had great seats, had not been sitting there very long, and the police and security detail came over and led them back to an office and said, yeah, you did not present us with legitimate tickets.
Oh my gosh!
Uh-huh.
First-hand experience on that one. Oh dear.
Oh my gosh, they were lucky they weren't hauled to jail. They were hauled up to the nosebleed seats. That's where they were hauled up to.
All
So,
right. Well, it's still, at least they still got to sit in the game anyway, right? I mean, could have been much
right,
worse.
instead of sitting in the clink. Yeah,
Yeah, instead of sitting in a jail cell. Yeah. Yeah. Good
right,
stuff there.
right.
All right, my dear. Anything else that you wanted to add today, or are you excited for the Super Bowl, or?
I'm going to say go Chiefs. They're my number 2 team. So
Oh, okay. Who's number 1?
I'm a Go Pack Go fan.
Okay, nice, nice. Well, thank you for
Which I
sharing.
like your sweater, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I was going to say a lot of Chiefs fans clearly looking forward to Super Bowl win number 3 if they can pull that off. So pretty incredible stuff there. Jesse, thanks so much for your time today.
My pleasure. Thanks so much for having me.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, if you are just joining us at the Alert Center, we were just chatting with Jesse with the Better Business Bureau to chat a little bit about best practices for buying those tickets to the Super Bowl, the Chiefs and the Eagles in New Orleans. My goodness, it sounds like so much fun, right? But you want to make sure that you don't get duped. So she offered some great advice for us, and we'll be sharing a little tidbit of what she had to say coming up in our later broadcast tonight around the 4:30 hour. So make sure you stay tuned for that. In the interim, if you haven't heard, this is something that a lot of people are talking about. Our very own John Nicely decided to leave us for better places. He's decided to retire. Oh my gosh. And just a crazy shock to all of us. But this is our story that we have here if you want more information at firstalert6.com. So he announced his retirement from television just yesterday on Monday, and clearly I love these photographs of Mr. Nicely on our website. You kind of just go through and see his decades-long career, right? I mean, just an awesome guy, and clearly a lot of different stories, a lot of different areas where he's really helped the community here and there, and is one of our favorite MCs, of course. So let's look at this. This is, I like how we put here the opening the video vault in celebration of our 75th anniversary. So we just did celebrate 75 years this year, and this is pretty cute. Let's take a look back if we can, and I'll play this out for you here real quick.
Teamwork is about communication,
setting goals,
accountability,
integrity.
It's about showing
We've got
up for
this ad,
yourself
but bear
and your
with
team
me.
every day. Stay true.
Think blue.
Cobalt Credit.
See how you can join the winning team today with our new app.
We came up with a new way to bring you the late news, the Channel 6 News 10 at 10.
10 nonstop minutes of news, no-wait weather, and lead-off sports.
For a head start on your tomorrow, join us for 10 at 10.
Only on the Channel 6 News, the Heartland's news source.
She's gonna get married. Hey, love, Pat's in love.
Channel 6 News anchor Pat Versaad's big day is less than a month away. Is she ready? Sunday at 10, Pat shares some of the pleasures and pitfalls of planning the perfect wedding. Don't miss Pat's perfect wedding plans. Sunday at 10 on the Channel 6 News.
Pat's in love and she's gonna get married. Hey, love, Pat's in love.
I think one of the things we've established is we're committed to news.
People expect you to be reliable.
You can't just sit behind the anchor desk and expect the news to come to you. You have to get out there and listen.
Every story that we do, we think, how does this affect people? How can we make a difference in their lives?
That's what it takes to be a good journalist.
Covering the news that's important to you. Bringing it home to the Heartland. The Heartland's most experienced news team. John Nicely and Pat Versaad. The Channel 6 News. The Heartland's news source.
So pretty cute stuff there. If you are just joining us, we're just going over some Some old images of John at work and nicely done news segments. We are saying our goodbye to him in about a month. So just a great guy. Excited to have the opportunity to be one of many who have stood by John nicely at the anchor desk, and he will be greatly missed here, of course. So we are going to switch gears a little bit now. Let's take a live look outside. Here's a look from our first national camera for you. A look at the Desert Dome. So finally a little bit of sun out there, sun poking through. You can see the Desert Dome kind of glimmering there. Meteorologist Jarrett Lansford says today, though, we can't expect mostly cloudy conditions, but apparently it looks like the sun is peeking through. Good news today. High at 28, tonight cloudy, a low of 20. Wednesday, this is the day I'm not really looking forward to personally. Let's take a live look at 144th and Dodge while we talk about Wednesday. Okay, so cloudy with spotty freezing drizzle. Yuck. This is going to be between 9 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon. And Jarrett says spotty light glazing possible, but looking like it lands between commutes and limits impacts out there. So if you are commuting to work in the morning, or perhaps you're headed somewhere for the lunch hour, or you got off early, good for you. It doesn't seem like you're going to be very impacted by that freezing drizzle as far as it sticking and becoming ice. So hopefully that will hold true. High of 30 degrees, so that does make sense. That kind of clocks in there. Let's take a live look here at 144th and Dodge for you. So Thursday, partly cloudy with a high of 41. So not bad, not bad. We just have to kind of make it to Wednesday tomorrow and deal with that spotty freezing drizzle. Hopefully if you walk to work like me, you won't get stuck in it, but we'll just have to wait and see. Regardless, thanks so much for joining us at the Alert Center this afternoon. Really appreciate it, and we will hope to see you for our broadcast at 3 o'clock. Until then, enjoy the sunshine. If you can see it, we'll see you then.